other issue is that ह्या दिसांनी तुझा आमचा नेव्हीचा स्टेटमेंट बरोच घासता. Just
दुसऱ्या बस स्टँड
just tell us about that. Your statement connected with that navy which you had said, especially when you talk about Vasco.
My thing is very simple. I don't want to raise an issue with the navy as such, but my very simple proposition is National Highway Authority of India Minister Shri Nitin Gadkari ji has sanctioned a flyover very consciously to see that congestion of traffic is removed from Dabolim Junction or Airport Junction up till Queenie Nagar. This is the first phase. Second phase from Queenie Nagar it will go right up till Verna Junction. Even today traffic goes very fast from Panjim, but it gets held up at Verna Junction. So there also the flyover has to come. But first phase has been sanctioned. I remember along with collector, along with admiral that time of the navy, with all his commanders, collector along with deputy collector, additional collector, everybody, I chaired the meeting. In their own conference room in NAD, Naval Armament Depot conference room, we took a meeting. It was resolved, it is minuted, those minutes are there with the collector. And it was agreed that they will move about 5 to 8 meters away. And if you look at the road which goes to the airport, only near Naval Armament Depot it is narrow, always causing accident. They said we will move back. But their condition was we don't have funds to move back. Who will build the wall? Our pipeline will be affected, our gutter will be affected, our cable has to be replaced. National Highway, at my request, it is minuted. They said we will bear the full cost of the wall, we will build a new wall behind, we will put the cable, we will put the gutter, and all other infrastructure that you are losing, we will do it at our cost. So it was amicably settled. Now it has been tendered, work is about to start as far as National Highway Authority is concerned. And now they say, no, we are willing to give you, but you follow the normal procedure of acquisition of land. So it has become an ego clash. It is actually an encroachment done by Navy of 2000 square meters. So National Highway is saying we will not apply for acquisition because it is our land, you have encroached. We have been kind enough to build the wall and other infrastructure that you are losing at our own cost. So how we will this pay you? Defense means you can do this type of things. So they said we are willing to do for you. Now they are saying suddenly when work is about to start, no, we will not do unless you follow land acquisition formalities. That means they don't want that flyover to come. And what is the flyover? It is not going to impact them. That it will go at a height. That area will remain open. Only thing, the road will become broader, which should have become long back. Even earlier, when I had chaired a meeting 5-6 years ago or 7 years ago, BRO, when they had building the road even 15 years ago, they had agreed actually to move back. So now why they are making a fuss? That means they have no civilian interest at heart. I am asking one thing. Second thing is, okay, you wanted to follow the law, you quoted Defense, Ministry of Defense guidelines, and you yourself gave permission for 3 meters to build a house in their own property. People started living there. After 9 years, you get up and you come and say, no, it is not 3 meters that you are allowed to build, only you can build 1.5 meters, and you are demolishing his top floor. What an inconvenience, and how will people live there? This is over now, fait accompli. My simple proposition is, whatever houses that you have built, for housing purpose buildings you have built, they are more than 8 story. Have you taken permission from any authority? There is no record with MPDA, there is no record with the collector, there is no record with deputy collector or any agency that deals with this thing of any sort of permission. I only want to ask them, tell the public, you are fighting in the court, tell the court also how you have built this high-rise building in the path of the flight, or whether tomorrow there can be a crash onto these buildings. They have to also answerable. No, law of the land is for everyone, whether you are for defense or personnel, whether you are a civilian or whether you are an ordinary man. Law of the land applies to everyone. So please answer us what permissions you have taken. Okay, if you don't need any permission, being defense, we don't care a damn, we don't need any permission, also tell that to the public. That is my simple proposition.
So
I'm not making an issue out of that.
So what happens to that flyover then? Which you are the...
Flyover will come because there will be intervention done at the central level by the Honorable Defence Minister. I have spoken to him. But what I am saying here, local, how so much of, means there's a negativity, that is what I am wondering.
But the Defence Minister
I think a letter dakhil. In fact, I showed the minister letter written by the chairman of National Highway Authority to the Defence Secretary. He wrote to the... I got a copy also. I can give you one of the copy because it was shared with me. Because they want this issue resolved at the earliest